Hello, my beautiful angels, starseeds, and dreamers. Welcome back. My name is Violeta. This is a timeless channeled message for you. Yes, you. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. All signs welcome. So, karma. Listen, this is a big one. This is a big one. You've been dealing with so many fears and so many shadows and so many doubts recently, so much darkness recently, that you're almost used to it. You're just like, okay, let's do it. Let's get through it. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's get on it. But the thing is that you expect it to be over the big ones. You expect it to be over the really big ones, but you weren't. The really, really big one is now. I'm hearing you're dealing with something that you've had since very early childhood. I don't know what this is for you, but it's part of your essence, your being, your physical body. This is a part of your physical body. It's in your cells from very, very small. So you're dealing with something that you thought you were normal, but it's not. Like, for example, something with health or something with relationships or something that you were convinced, this is how my body works. This is how I work. This is how the world works. But actually, babe, it's not. The thing is that you put away the really big ones, like love, career, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you've been struggling with those and you've been winning because of course you're gonna win. You're amazing. The thing is, this is deeper than that. This is deeper than, this is deeper. This is on a cellular level, I'm hearing. This is something that you've always carried with you and you thought you would always carry with you. It's like a part of you. You know, it's like, it's a part of you. You can't remove it without suffering in some way, even though that's not true, by the way. That's just how you feel. You feel like if you were to remove it, who are you without this thing? Who are you? And so now you're dealing with the biggest shadow of all, the biggest block of all, the biggest gunk, the biggest boulder in your way between you and your abundance, you and the next phase. And you were like, well, I dealt with so much. Why do you want from me? Like, what? Spirit, why do I have to get all of these things away? Like, couldn't I just rest a little bit? And Spirit says, yes, rest, please. If you can, if you know what I mean. If you can rest, rest. Because it's almost like a part of you is blocking. A part of you is sabotaging you, babe, okay? A part of you is sabotaging you. And it's a big part of you. It's the part that's always been there for you. And it was always comfortable and you always went to it when everything got too much. You went to that part. And because you're not supposed to have any crutches, get it? Like, you're going to the last crutch in a time of madness and chaos and darkness and uncertainty, and you're clutching to that last straw. That's part of you that's always going to be there for you. But it's not healthy, it's toxic, it's not real. And so you're clutching to that last part that you've always had your whole life. And Spirit said, nah, 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 no crutches, no cheating. And you're like, you're just unbelieving. It's almost like everything's been taken away from you, not in a bad way, in a good way, because those were bad. Like, those were low vibrational things have been taken away from you and you've taken them out of your life, right? Because you want to be on a high vibration and you want a better life and you want a better self and you want to improve and grow and heal and blah, blah, blah. Okay, those things were done. But the thing is, Spirit wants to take away such integral parts of you that you can't believe it. It's almost like, well, if everything's going crazy, what do I hold on to? And Spirit says, yourself, your strength, your core. And you're like, oh yeah, right. You keep wanting to cheat, you not on purpose, you just, it's almost like this is so uncomfortable, right? This is so uncomfortable because you're facing your darkest, deepest shadows that you have formed in the earliest period of your life, and you're like, how am I supposed to tackle this? Because you didn't think you would have to. It sort of blindsided you because you didn't think it was a problem, or you thought maybe down the line, you know. But Spirit says, in order to go to the next stage, to be clear of this, to be purified for the next stage, you need to get rid of all the big blocks. And this is the big one, okay? This is the big one. I'm not talking about, like, I don't know what it is for you. Maybe it is love or finances. I don't know. I don't know what your big one is. That's a part of you that you cannot imagine, like, taking it away from yourself. You cannot imagine. Like, if you take it away, then you fall apart. like that's that's part of your foundation, but it's not, okay? It's not supposed to be. That's what Spirit's saying. And so it's so uncomfortable, but you're supposed to be comfortable in the discomfort. And I know how hard it is. It's like you always have to get yourself unstuck from things. Unstuck from people, situations, places, mindsets, you know, habits, whatever. You're good at that. But this feels like, how can you unstick yourself from something that's so part of you? Like imagine something put together with glue, and you remove the glue. You're not supposed to remove the glue. That's the one thing you're not supposed to remove. But you feel like that's the glue, but that's not the glue. The glue is you. The glue is your core, yourself, your spirit. This is this big thing that you've created as a part of you. Like let's say it's a defense mechanism or something that you go to when everything else fails, right? This last thing is just a part of you. You think it's a big part, an integral part, but it's just a part of you. And you can turn your mind around to see that, to see this big new perspective that's begging you to see it, begging you to see that this is not who you are, this is who you were. And I know that sucks to hear, because it's like it's been a really hard period of time for you. And what Spirit's asking you to do is like to address the big one. You know, it's almost like there was almost no break between the last big one and this big one. It was almost like, well, I had time before the previous time that you were addressing these big things and big blocks and big shadows. You were like, I had a lot of time between the two, you know. Let's say it's love and finances, right? Let's say you had a huge cycle around love and you closed it out, and then you had some relief and some release and some break between this and the next big one, let's say finances. And you were like, okay, after I've dealt with finances, the last big one, whatever it was for you, I'm going to have time to relax before I have to address the next one, right? Wrong. I don't think you understand that your acceleration was not meant to be a good acceleration. Spirit wants you to drop the good and bad. It's this, what's happening to you right now, it's not bad, but you see it as such because you're tired, right? You're too tired for this part. And so I can't do this. Please don't make me do this. But Spirit knows that you're supposed to tackle this like that. Because let's say the previous shadow activated this shadow. And so when the previous shadow activated this shadow, you're supposed to deal with that one and then this one. Spirit is like, yeah, that's logical. And you're like, no, 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 no. No, that's not how humans work. We need some rest. And Spirit's like, why? This is connected. This is connected. And you didn't realize it was connected. You didn't realize everything. The thing is, the big one right now, that's a part of you. It also happened before, after the previous cycle, because everything was going wrong around love, let's say. Let's say it was a love cycle first, and you dealt with it and dealt with it and done it and closed it and the whole thing, you know? And then this integral part of you appeared, and you were like, you know, that kind of thing. But it's like your body's reaction to these things, right? Your body's reaction to, let's say it's illness or some kind of crazy overspending or something that's such a big part of you. I don't know what kind of examples to give because everyone's different, right? And so this appeared after the first cycle, and Spirit was like, why don't we address this now? But you couldn't. You didn't have the energy. And so you were like, no, 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 no. And so you kept going. And now the second big cycle is up, or whichever number it is for you. I don't know. Let's say it's the second big cycle, and you've already gone through it and dealt with all the doubt and fears and shadows, and you dug it up and you dealt with it and you faced it and you were like, I'm better than this. I can do better than this. But the thing is, that integral part of you, that defense mechanism, that thing, that reaction of your body after a big cycle, after a big stress or whatever, it's up again. It's now's again. And you're like, now what? Spirit asks again, do we address it now? You have a choice between addressing it now and going even deeper and stretching yourself even thinner, or leaving it for another time, because Spirit doesn't want to torture you, obviously. The thing is that you have a very unique opportunity to completely remove the big ones, the big blocks in your life. And I know this last one is a scary one, a hard one, because you can't imagine what you would be without it. Let me give you an example. For me, it's getting sick. My whole life I was sick. I was a sickly child, always in doctor's appointments, always getting sicker and sicker and sicker. Always when I'm stressed, I get sick. When I'm miserable, I get sick. Whenever something's wrong, I get sick. And I get sicker and sicker and sicker because I get stressed, and it's a whole thing, right? It's a whole cycle. And I've always thought, well, that's normal. I'm a sickly person, you know, my immune system is shot, whatever. And I say it like with conviction, like this is normal, but it's not. It's not though. It's not normal. And after the last cycle, I was just like, ignored it as always. But this one, after this one, I'm like, do I really need this? Do I really want this crutch? Is this a good crutch to have, to go to after everything goes wrong? Is this what I want to be doing every time I get stressed? It's not like, it's like we think some things are out of our control. Like, let's say, well, we're sickly, so nothing we can do about it. Actually, there's a lot we can do about it. There's exercise, there's healthy food, there's, you know, whatever things, like all kinds of things that I can't think of right now, but you know what I mean. There's all kinds of ways to, it's just that, for example, in my case, I never tried those ways because I wanted to have that crutch. I wanted this escape from reality when everything was awful, right? So this is my break, this is my rest. Let's say getting sick is my rest. And I just went through it, right? And it was really bad, and can get worse, believe me. But the thing is, this is not supposed to be there. Get it? It's like, you're like, oh yeah, well, every time something huge happens, I spend all of my money. Or yeah, well, you know me, I'm always like doing this even though I shouldn't. Or you know me, like I always binge eat until I pop. Or you know me, I always have to be in some kind of relationship or other. You know, like that kind of thing. You say, oh, you know me. Like me. I would say, oh, you know me, I'm always sick. Am I? Should I be? Shouldn't that be something I work on? Because trust me, this is more psychological than it is biological. The thing is, your psyche and your subconscious grabs onto things and makes associations of things. And so, of course, after this last hard cycle, it would come up with sickness immediately. It would be like, oh, everything is so super hard. We need to be sick now. It's like that kind of thing. It's like your mind thinks this is normal, but it's not. And so this is the big block between you and the next stage that you're supposed to enter very soon, anytime now. But awareness is the first step. You need to be aware that this is actually not normal. It shouldn't be a part of you, and it shouldn't happen every time, ... Get it? So this is your time of facing your biggest shadow, the part of you that you have accepted but you shouldn't, the part of you that you think is integral but it's not, the part of you that keeps you comfortable but not healthy. You know what I mean? The last crutch. This is it. I think this whole message has been, you have reached the last crutch, whatever it is to you, whatever that last thing, last straw that you cling on to when everything goes bad. This is the last one. Are you going to face it? Are you going to deal with it? Or are you going to leave it for next time? Are you going to delay it? Are you going to face it now? Are you going to deal with it? Or are you going to delay it? That is the question, my friend. Wow, that was a big message. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you good luck with whatever you're dealing with. Let me know in the comments if it resonates and what your last big block is, if you want to share. If not, just like, subscribe, all those nice things. And I'm going to see you next time. I love you. You're doing great, by the way. There's no wrong answer. Just do what feels right for you. Okay? I believe in you. See you next time. Bye.